Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Click on subscribe below in red. I upload videos every week so you don't miss out on another video. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Charlotte. I am a medium channel. I channel messages and guidance in direct. So in today, before I start, I want to share some info that I had for the whole week. So first, I want to share that we are going to upgrade in energy. Okay, we're having really that very strong energy coming up that's upgrading our DNA, our body, our energy, and everything. So just be aware that it can manifest in different ways. You can have a lot of being tired, feeling drained. You need to, for example, take a nap in the middle of the day. You can feel really foggy, not thinking clearly, like you feel like you have your whole head in a dark cloud, or you can really think clearly. It's part of those energy. Now you can also feel some pressure point about the heart chakra. If you feel that pressure feeling, if you feel really points, things like that, it's part of that. It's for the general. Okay, everybody's going through it right now. The heart chakra is opening up for everybody, so you can definitely feel it. Now for some people, you can also feel the third eye opening, which can be pressure points right here in your head. You can feel it also in your eyes. Your vision can be a bit difficult. You can have headaches. That's part of that third eye and crown chakra opening up. So we are very worked on for that, especially if you're a light worker. You definitely are feeling those pressure points and those chakra opening up. Okay. Now we also have so the body is cleansing a lot of blocks, a lot of the old energy, so that can manifest through feeling sore, feeling really like body aches. It could be your back is hurting, your neck is hurting. It could be really anything. Now just be aware of that and pay attention to that. For example, if you have a sore neck, it could just be saying that you need to be more open-minded, you need to be more soft about certain situation. Okay, it's like you too uptight, you too really holding on something that needs to be released, things like that. Okay, so your body is really trying to release some blocks, so be aware of that. Now you can also have a lot of stomach pain, or your stomach is really upset because we're going through that cleansing process, which can also be some kind of detox, okay, because it's releasing all those old negative energy. So if you're going through that, it's totally normal for the energy going on right now. And yeah, so that's about it. And so they're saying to drink a lot of water, eat a lot of vegetables, fruits if you can. Try to do a very alkaline diet. Okay, try to move away from the acidic diet. It's going to be very important to help your body adjust and release things. So again, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, a lot of water, nuts, grains, things like that. Okay, herbal tea will be very helpful as well. So I also wanted to talk about the fact that we're moving out from that 3D aspect. We're moving out from the matrix. Okay, we're moving out from that really illusion world. But for that, it's asking us to really step out of some old behaviors that are toxic, that no longer serve us, that's holding us back. Okay, so anything that's connected to jealousy, control, possession, manipulation, competition, criticizing, judgment, anything like that is part of this matrix, is part of that 3D world, and it needs to really not exist in your life anymore, basically, because if you still holding to those old patterns, what's going to happen is going to create more and more problems into your life, and it's going to reach a point where it's going to get to self-destruction. And it's very important to understand it because the energy is going so fast and accelerating right now that it's going to be stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay, so you have to be really aware of that. Right now we're into that 40 space, which is a transition phase Okay, it's like a bridge between that 3D and 5D world, and it's really that transition phase. So make sure you're doing all those transmutation of those old energies. It's going to be very important moving forward. And we don't have a lot of time left for it. Like I said, those energy, I said in previous video, we're being tested until the end of the month, so until the end of December, which leaves us about 10 days. So we don't have a lot of time at all. So make sure you're really doing the job, doing the inner work, okay, work on yourself, really push yourself through that, because it's very necessary, okay. Those energy cannot live into that 5D energetical world, and like I said, they will have to be auto-destruct, self-destruct, remove, dissolved somehow. So be aware of that. So make sure you don't belong to those energy, to that world anymore, okay. Now I also wanted to talk about, we are being tested, and there are also a lot of traps. There's also a lot of the how to say, well, yeah, to the darkness, okay, the dark energy that are really trying to give us a maximum of difficulties and problems too, because they know they have that feeling they're gonna have to really leave soon, that they will be auto-destruct, they will be removed from the planet very soon, because they can no longer survive into that 5D energy. So they are trying to really affect the maximum of people, maximum of life, to destruct the maximum of people, maximum of life before they have to leave, okay. They want to do as much as damages as they can before they leave. So be aware of that, be strong, stay smart so you don't fall into those traps, okay, to really raise above that. And it's going to be very necessary to be very aware of what's going on around you, okay, because if you start being in your mind about fear of the future, the past, what happened, things like that, you're gonna lose track very quickly, and you're gonna be a target. Now just know that when you vibrate fear, you are being seen a lot easier by them than if you are into a love energy. You're basically invisible to those dark energy, okay. So be conscious of that, and also understand that the way it works, it's kind of like for the people of the light, okay, for all that, the hierarchy is, the more you are into the love energy, the higher you move up into that kind of thing. And then for the darkness, it's kind of like the same thing. You move up in position, basically. The more you are into control, possession, manipulation, the higher you go. So be aware of where you stand in your life, okay. Anytime you're into that control, manipulation, possession, jealousy, competition, things like that, you are actually feeding that dark side, okay. So make sure you really recenter, go toward love, peace, okay, all those energy, okay. That's going to be very important for the time coming. So that's that. And I also wanted to talk about the energetical portal that's coming for in a couple of days, okay, for the 21st of December. That's going to be very strong energy. So I invite you to do your meditation, join meditation group, light a candle the whole day, do your prayers, do things that makes you happy, okay. Watch a comedy, go with your friends, have fun, dance, sing, do a party, anything that raises the vibration is going to be very, very much needed and very helpful, and it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be multiplied, okay. So I definitely encourage you to do that. So I think that's about it I want to share with you. So I'm going to center myself, and we're going to see the guidance out here for us. Yeah, so like we said, they're saying make sure you do that work. It's going to be very important for the upcoming years. There's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of results coming from what you've done, what you've accomplished. It's going to be very matter of fact, and the result is going to be an accumulation of what you've done or accomplished in the past. It's kind of like a mathematical result. Okay, it's really like there was this plus this plus this minus this, multiplied by this, divided by that, etc., and that gets to a certain result. Okay, that result is non-negotiable. It's really a matter of fact, an accumulation, a result of what's been done previously. So make sure that you do all the work you can, your self-work, to grow, to develop certain things, to really release the old behavior, to transmute, to change those old beliefs. The old belief system needs to be updated, needs to be changed, and only you can do that. Okay, so it's going to be very important, because as soon as the beginning of next year, it's going to be a very matter of fact, and the result will reflect the work you've done, and it will be non-negotiable. It'll be very matter of fact. Yeah, they're saying it's kind of like a video game, and in the video game, if you have the little person, and if it goes a certain direction in that video game, you know, it's going to fall into a trap, or it's going to fall, yeah, into a trap, and it's going to be game over. Okay, so just, you know, that's a fact, and that's why you try to avoid going there. Well, they're saying it's the same thing for us in our life. Be very aware of where you're going, where you're sending your direction, your thought pattern, your energy, because it's going to be very matter of fact. Okay, and it's going to be kind of like the video game. It's a program. Okay, it's a result of, if the person is at that situation, that's a game over. It's a program. It's automatic. It doesn't go, well, this person is a good person, so, you know, we're gonna let it keep going. It's not gonna stop the game. No, the game is gonna stop no matter what if you go into that direction. Well, they're saying it's gonna be the same for us, so be aware of that. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're a good person, what you've done in your life was good or bad. If you go in the wrong direction, the game will stop, so be aware of that. Okay, now they're saying don't fall into the fear system, into fear patterns, because then you're feeling that darkness. Okay, just be aware of it, so you are alert and you are awake a certain way, so you don't fall into those traps. Okay, it's very important, because some people have no clue, basically, that's what I'm saying, of what's going on and where they're heading to, where the direction they're going to. Okay, so be aware of that. Yeah, again, come out of those toxic patterns, those old patterns. We had a lot of time to do that work. Now there's no more time, like we said, so you really need to push yourself to get out of old trauma or things like that. If they are still bugging you, if it's still bugging in your life, you know, you really need to push yourself to get out of those, because if not, it's just gonna be an accumulation of it. Okay, you're gonna go from one problem to 10 more, and it's gonna accumulate to a point where it's gonna be totally out of control, and you get into that self-destruction mode, because anything related to that energy is gonna be self-destruct. Okay, it won't be able to live into that 5D energy. That 3D world is gonna be dissolved. It's gonna be self-destruct. So you really want to get out of that 3D world as much as possible, as quickly as possible, because there's not a lot of time, because the energy is going so fast now to raise up the vibration, that we really need to take full responsibility for where we are and where we want to go. Yeah, so be aware of your thought, redirect your thought. They're saying be careful when you're saying I don't want this. The don't want doesn't exist, it's not heard. It's like you saying I don't want this is like exactly the same than you are saying I want this. So it's happening in your life. A lot of people are manifesting unwanted things in their life doing this pattern without realizing they're actually creating it and attracting it into their life. So it's the saying to change the way you think, you speak, those belief system, okay, to only be directed into an energy that you actually want, you want to bring, you want to manifest. Again, it's a full responsibility, full action, okay, that we need to take. Yeah, and you need to understand that as well, because some people are going to see other people in their environment. It can be close, it can be more far away environment where they're going to see people that are in situations that are difficult or get worse and worse and worse. They have more and more problems, kind of like things are accumulating, and they're saying, well, it's because they're still attached to certain pattern from that 3D. And like we said, it's, if you still attached to those patterns, to that old world, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. So you have to come out of it as quick as possible to really make that jump, okay? It can feel really insecure, because it's kind of like a jump in the unknown, but that's why we're asking for faith, to have faith, and believe in what's coming, and believe we are taken care of, in belief that we are safe when we let go certain things, certain patterns, and really makes that leap of faith, that jump, okay, into the unknown, because it'll be very rewarding for those of you who does it. Okay, they're saying to take the card. I think we're gonna keep this video pretty short because it's very straight to the point, and like we said, it's going back to the message from last week. We have only 10 days left to go over all those process before we get to the results of next year. So make sure you are going to what the results you want to get, and not have to be impacted by results you don't want to get, okay? It's very important that you come out of the victim role, because that won't exist in 5D, okay? There is no victim, there's no better or worse, there's none of that. Everybody is equal. So make sure, if you're still into that pattern of I'm a victim, to get out of it and take full responsibility for it. Make sure you release any energy with all negative energy with forgiveness, okay? Like I've talked previously, it's that if I, Charlotte, in this life or another life, affected this person or other people doing this, and this will be the thing that just affected you, because everything is self-reflection. I asked for forgiveness, to be forgiven, and I forgive myself. It was not my intention to hurt this person or make them upset, or however you are feeling in that moment. You said that my intention was pure, my intention was this, and usually it'll be a pure intention. So you say what was your intention at the time, and even if you don't remember what you did, you just say like reversing the situation, and you will have a flash, or you remember actually something that is reflecting that energy from your past that you had no idea about. It was subconscious, it was unconscious, you forgot about, whatever, but just make sure you said that, and you most likely remember a moment that was reflecting this situation, and say I forgive myself, I ask for forgiveness, and to be forgiven, and I forgive the person or the situation that reflected back to me to learn my lesson, and I thank you for this lesson I learned, and now I release this energy, I free myself, I free this person, and I ask to be free from this energy because I learned the lesson. And do that is going to be very helpful for you to release some negative energy situation in your life and move on quickly. They're also saying that a lot of emotion that are coming to the surface, some people are holding them back, and it's getting really holding you back, getting toxic for you. So make sure you let it flow through you, let it leave through you, and so you can release it quickly. So they're saying, for example, some people, if you are angry, make sure you go yell in your car or in the shower or somewhere in the forest to get it out of your system. If you are sad, make sure you cry and just leave that whole emotion going through you and flowing through your body and your system so it can be released. And don't hold back to it. Don't hold back to negative situation, negative energy that makes you upset. Okay, we don't have time for this anymore. We don't have time to overthink about it, trying to think, why this happened, should I have done this, that, maybe this, that, and like overthinking is over right now. We don't have time for it. So make sure you let those emotions flow through you, okay, like a river, like a water flowing, and let it go. Okay, don't hold it back. Don't try to analyze it, holding it, thinking about it. Just let it flow through you and keep going. Okay. Yeah, and thanks for any light work on this video on my channel that are watching this video is saying that you are manifesting things very quickly, same day, same hour for some people. It's because your energy level has raised up so much. It's instant. So you gotta be even more aware of what you're thinking, what you visualizing, what you saying, because it's manifesting like right now, right away. They're saying also pay attention to your energy. For people, they are really shining that energy around them, and it's affecting people around you. So when you're into that high vibration, that positive energy is helping people around you raise up as well. Now if you're into a more heavy dark energy, be aware of it. Try not to be around those people, because you're affecting them negatively as well when you are into that energy, and it's bringing everybody down. Okay, so make sure you step back, maybe go to the bathroom for 10 minutes, close your eyes, do some breathing exercise, release the negative energy and raise up your vibration so you can emanate this energy around you. Everything is multiplied right now, so it's very important to have full responsibility of what you are sending out into the world. Yeah, they're saying also do your prayers, ask your guides for guidance, for help. They cannot, even if you don't hear them or see them, you know, ask, because they're here and they hear you, and they cannot help you if you do not ask, because it's free will. So you have to give your will that you want them to help you out with your energy, to help you out releasing toxic behavior. You gotta ask. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So we're into the time machine. Like I said, it's not much time left, really 10 days left to step out of that 3D matrix to those old behaviors that we've talked about. Really not much time. Okay, and smoke and mirrors, we are coming out of the illusion. If you're still in it, just you need to wake up now and really step out of that, because again, there's not much time. Okay, so this is going to be very important to not be to not stay on the side waiting and be like, I'm just gonna wait for this to be over with. Because if you into the inactions, it's saying it's the same, you be in the same category, the same group of people that are going in the wrong direction. Okay, wrong direction if you want to keep being in the game. Okay, because some souls are gonna want to leave. So anyways, you have to be aware that if you are inactive in the inaction, you're gonna be in that same group. Okay, or it's like game over. So you have to really wake up and do some action. Okay, do something to come out of your old patterns, your old behaviors. Okay, you really have to get out there and do the changes yourself, because you know you have to walk that journey yourself, and the guys cannot do it for you. The guidance are here to help you and guide you, but at the end of the day you have to do it in your life. Okay, so I'm going to see if there's anything else. Okay, that's it. The saying, it's very straight to the point. There's not much time. You just gotta do the work, and everything will be fine. Again, you just have to be very aware of what's going on, what you're doing in your life, what you're vibrating. If you're going toward fear, if you're going toward love, if you're going toward control, if you're going toward love and peace. Okay, just double check with yourself when you make decisions, just to make sure, and then you know it'll be easier and easier the more you do it. So thank you for watching, guys. Take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.